Hi everybody. When it comes to ABBA, ABBA is one of those groups that from Mamma Mia has relived the moment, relived its glory days, and continues to relive its glory days. Even the ABBA Gold album eventually was its first album at number one in America, and it's sold to date 6 million copies plus in America. So they cracked America, hitting number one with the ABBA Gold. And it was all due to the Mamma Mia revival. But when we look back, I look back on a song that wasn't so popular. Ooh, really? Yes, really. This was a song that reminded me of Waterloo, was compared to Waterloo, and we're going to see the original footage in Germany of a concert that they did of a couple of songs because it proved very popular in Germany, and it was also, I think, it hit number 11 in the charts, and it was charted in quite a few countries, but not as popular as people thought it would be. And actually, Benny put it down to just one of those things, that not all ABBA songs were going to be number one or in the top five, or their albums hitting the top in the charts continuously. It proved that they also had what other bands experienced, certain songs that just didn't have mass appeal. But I think with the revival of all that's gone on, with the return of ABBA, with their tour, all of it, I think it's a song that if it was played now in concerts, people would react so positively, simply because it has musically been compared to Waterloo. But we go back into the song itself, and I will give you a little background information on the song. So Long was a 1974 song by ABBA, composed obviously by Benny and Bjorn. And in most of the songs in the music group, the singing was led by Agneta and Anna Fried. And while the main members were the backing singers. Now, in November 1974, this song was released on the B side of a single called I've Been Waiting for You. Now, after international success with their second studio album, Waterloo, the ABBA musicians began working on their third album, So Long, in 74, and it was one of the first songs recorded for the album. And recording began on August 22, 74. And over the 2 months, the song underwent various musical changes. It seemed like a real song for the new album at first, because the rhythm arrangement and dynamics probably best suited the hit song, as we've just mentioned, Waterloo. In the end, it turned out that releasing this song on a single album was the wrong decision, which Benny later added to the list of songs for the new album that were recorded in Stockholm. Now, the single So Long was an attempt to get back to the number one on the British charts, which was unsuccessful in the end. And this single did not hit the charts in the UK, the United States, or Switzerland. The So Long song reached number 10 of the charts popularity only in a few European countries, such as Austria and also in Germany, as I've mentioned. And ABBA's performance in a musical program called Spotlight, which aired on Austrian television in 74, probably led to that success for this to be popular even in those charts. But nevertheless, it's one of the songs that I particularly love. I have to say, I love this song. I think it's so underrated. And for people to say, wow, ABBA has an underrated song, it goes to show that even the most, come on, we're talking about a group that sold anywhere between 165 to 400 million albums now to date and over, and continuing to rise as well. And I just think it's worth a replay. I do have the lyrics in front of me. Let's get going with reliving the moment of a song that has proved not so popular. But with me, I want to remember it because it's one of the songs I actually loved. So I'm sharing the experience with you because, as I've said in the beginning, to finish, we are on a revival with ABBA, and no matter what they do, it turns to gold. And I've already mentioned ABBA Gold hitting America and selling over 6 million albums plus at this stage. Let's get going with a song that I think it's just one of those songs that's in my head. When I Kissed a Teacher was one of them, and I was deliberating what song to play. I thought, no, I'm going to go for So Long, simply because it was underrated, and people don't associate ABBA with underrated songs. Take a listen, see what you think, and enjoy. Let's enjoy the live moment in Germany, where it was a big hit. Now, I think that little clapping at the end had to be added on just to give you that momentous feeling of a song that I think it's been too long that we haven't played on the airways. It's never really played, but I wanted to share an ABBA moment of an underrated song because so many people said they're so successful, everything they do, but not everything. Do you remember that song? What was your favorite song from their earlier introduction into the music world? I just think everything that they did from that Waterloo moment in Eurovision, which I've just recently experienced with my partner. We were going over the Eurovision songs because Eurovision is coming up in Turin in Italy, and we were sharing moments, and I thought, what's the song that sounded like Waterloo? And I found it, and I found the original footage of them singing it in Germany. What a response they got there. They get that response all over the world. They sing in Spanish, they sing in English, as you've just seen. They just were phenomenal. They still are. And then if you just go into the last little bit of background, just to have a moment with everybody here, where we will talk about ABBA. The group were represented by Anna and Benny. And in 2021, ABBA, bringing you right up to date, received a Grammy nomination for the Record of the Year. The single I Still Have Faith in You from the album Voyage was their first ever nomination. Imagine, nearly 40 years later, and that was their first ever nomination. But look, when we go to musical groups, all the people that make money from doing ABBA, we have ABBA-esque, an Irish ABBA tribute band, 18s, a pop musical from Stockholm, Sweden, Bjorn Again, an Australian tribute band. We have Gabba, an ABBA Ramones tribute band, and we have Sushi Kids, a pop music group from the Netherlands. And you go through with all their media success, Saturday Night, ABBA-esque, Brit Awards, Mamma Mia, ABBA Mania, Mamma Mia, ABBA You Can Dance, a dance video game was released in 2011, which a lot of people don't know about. And of course, you know you've got the Dancing Queen cover by Cher in 2018, and lots of people, because of the Mamma Mia connection, doing lots of covers, and they were reborn. So when it comes to sales, it's astronomical. When it comes to popularity, they always will be. And when it comes to So Long, I don't want it to be so long in people's memory that people hear that particular song again. I think it's a wonderful song. I think it was worth playing simply because we all associate them with humongous success. But here we go with a single that was so underrated that even Benny put it to the side and regretted releasing it as a single. So you have a little bit of information about not everything was golden, even though it is a golden moment, golden song. And look, didn't they look amazing? They still stand the test of time. I think if that song went back into Eurovision this year, it would win. It would, because people just love this kind of music again. Generation after generation after generation love what ABBA produces. And it spawns so many other groups to do similar things. But we get into the lyrics because not many people also know the lyrics of the song. And it says, you think I'm going to make me softer with your fancy car, but I can tell you your tricks ain't going to get you far. They say that money got a magic touch, but to me it doesn't mean that much. You won't have me tonight, all right, all right, all right. Just straight away, it's like it doesn't matter what you have. I'm not interested. I don't care about your fancy cars. I'm more interested about the real person. So ABBA were writing real lyrics at a time where most people were just looking for that catchy chorus to get people singing their songs. But ABBA went into, think about this, a 1974 song this is, with depth. So long, see you honey, you can't buy me, is verse 2 with your money. Tracy, Daisy, they may be crazy, but I'll never be your girl. So long, see you honey, you can't buy me with your money. You know it's not worth trying, so long, so long. Let's think about today's current situation, wokeism. Let's think about women's rights. Let's think about Black Lives Matter and all those other groups that have spawned out of different things. And we look at ABBA here, who are given the message with singing about money doesn't matter, materialistic, I'm a woman in my own rights, these things don't matter to me. You think you can buy my love? No, you can't. What a great message, even then, in those early days. It goes to verse 3, so long, see you honey, you can't buy me with your money. Tracy, Daisy may be crazy, but I'll never be your girl, it repeats. So long, see you honey, you can't buy me with your money. You know it's not worth trying, so long, so long. So the message is, keep away from me. I don't want you. You're not worth it. All you think is because you have money you can buy me. I'm not a product to be bought. Great vibe and message. Really, that is so current today. I think that is why I bring this song to your attention, because it has such a positive message for women. It really does, for so many people and men. So we say at the very end, so long, see you honey, you can't buy me with your money, you know it's not worth trying. And it repeats so long, so long, so long, so long, so long. So in others, goodbye, go on, goodbye, get the message, I don't need you, I don't want you, goodbye. But I won't say goodbye to ABBA. I've attached my other reaction to ABBA to this. I hope it won't be so long before I do even another reaction song. And it may be When I Kissed a Teacher, who knows? But there's lots of other wonderful, wonderful ABBA songs just like this that I want to recall and share with you. But I wanted to share the most underrated song that even Benny admits was a mistake to release as a single, but yet was a hit time and time again in most people's memories, because when they hear it, they go, "Oh, I love that song," but yet it wasn't a hit. But I hope it is with you today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for sharing the experience with me today that I wanted to share with you. And please like, please comment, and please subscribe to my channel. My channel is underrated, like this song, underrated songs and artists from all around the world wanting to share their music with you. So please subscribe, and please look at all the artists around the world waiting for you to listen to what they have to offer.